Shabbat Shalom, everyone, and welcome to Temple Beth Or for our Friday evening Erev Shabbat worship service. We are experiencing a little bit of technical difficulties that we are trying to get worked out with regards to feeding in our Zoom sound and audio and video. So if you will please bear with us, we will begin momentarily as our technical advisors Phil Carey and David Youngman are busy at work at getting our technical issues resolved. We're grateful to have you with us. Perhaps, maybe while we do that, Cantor, maybe now might be a good time to do our song for this evening. We will cut to that now. Shabbat is like a special friend that joins us every week, and according to the mystics and many of our rabbis, we are to prepare our home for this special guest. And we do so with special items on our tables, special items around the house. We clean the house often. We get things ready for the Shabbat visitation. The mystics of northern Israel saw Shabbat as a bride, not only a guest, but actually as a bride, a bridal party of which we become a part of on Friday night. Lecha Dodi is written by the mystics of northern Israel as a way of welcoming Shabbat as this dear friend, this bride, this special guest in our lives. With our cantor's help, I invite you to sing along if you would like, or certainly at least to join us as we welcome Shabbat with the singing of Lecha Dodi.
Lecha Dodi
Phil, have we worked our sound issues out? Are we ready to go to Zoom?
Yeah, let's try that again if you'll turn off your microphones.
Very good. We are muted.
Rabbi, we're back to you because I can't get the audio.
Got it. I understand. So that would mean our hope for candle lighting. So I tell you what, Joanne, if you would please be ready. The cantor and I will do the blessing, but we will invite you to light the candles, but we will not be able to hear you. Okay?
So I should leave myself muted?
It doesn't matter. You can leave your audio on. And so that way we will at least have a chance to have you help us light the Shabbat candles this evening. Okay? All right. We'll figure this out. Welcome. Again, Shabbat Shalom. It is great to have you all with us this evening. We have Shabbat greetings from a number of our congregants. We are grateful to Don, Art, and Alyssa Hess, Phil and Susan Carey, and Harry and Victoria Jacobs for their Shabbat greetings this evening. They extend Shabbat greetings to all of us, to you, and to us as well. And I do wish to note that Donna, Susan, and Harry, and Victoria are members of our temple board. Thank you so very much for the time that you have put into running our congregation and for your support of our Shabbat greetings program. Thank you very much. In addition, this evening, our Sisterhood has sponsored our virtual flowers, the arrangement in honor of the Sisterhood Board and our Golden Girls. As part of our Shabbat evening service this evening, our Sisterhood will be saying thank you to the outgoing board and installing the new board members as part of our Shabbat worship service this evening. And so we are grateful to our Sisterhood, not only for these virtual flowers, but for the so many wonderful things that they do. In particular, they have been a key funder of our social hall remodel program. For those of you who are familiar with our social hall, when we are able to gather here in our building, you will be quite surprised at what the social hall looks like. For the first time in 30 some odd years, the carpeting is off the wall. The walls have been painted. The ceiling has been replaced. New lighting in our social hall. We've had a number of donors, but our Sisterhood has taken the lead on that donor program. And so I am grateful to the financial support of our Sisterhood for helping us with our social hall remodel. In addition, the mantles, the Torah covers, have also been purchased by our Sisterhood, and in so many other ways, our Sisterhood has been a key and important auxiliary to the Temple Beth-Or organization, and so we are grateful to the support of our Sisterhood. We turn now to the lighting. Sorry for those of you who are seeing the slides. We obviously had to reshuffle some of our things, but once we get going, we can't just delete the slides and pretend like they weren't there. So we are grateful to be able to continue our worship service. I lift my eyes and I see the glory of the universe, creation in all its shapes and sizes, and colors and forms. I lift my heart and I feel the pulse of life around me, the beat of other hearts, the tempo of the days, the nights, the seasons, the rhythms of the universe. My soul rises and I am filled with joy and with discovery, with the thrill of living, with the knowledge of divine creation, and with the blessings of love. We have on our video stream, on our Zoom channel, we have our president of our Sisterhood, Joanne Kotkin. She is joined by her daughters, Haley Kotkin and Samantha Kotkin, both of whom have had an interesting year of schooling. Samantha started off this year in Israel and ended up back here as the COVID-19 pandemic totally shut down all the countries in this world, but particularly Israel and her studies. So unfortunately, her studies were interrupted. And Haley, who's at the University of Oregon, right, or University of Oregon, also had her studies interrupted and had to return home and continue her studies from home. Both Samantha and Haley, both participating in distance learning. Anyway, we are grateful to have them with us. They are going to light our Shabbat candles. If we might be able to cut to their shot. Phil, with the lighting of our Shabbat candles.
Need to set their focus. Focus on them, please.
Sorry.
On the Zoom.
Yep, working. There we go. All right, with that, ladies, if you would please light our Shabbat candles, our cantor will lead us in the singing of the blessings.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu להדליק נר של השבת.
Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, source of all being, who calls us to holy acts through mitzvot and inspires us to kindle the light of Shabbat. Thank you very much, Haley and Joanne. We will have to figure out, Joanne, how we are going to get your, Haley, Samantha, and Joanne. We are going to have to figure out how to get the audio in for your part of the installation, but I will leave that in our technical hands of Phil and of David, who will no doubt communicate with me how best we're going to make that happen, whether we're going to slap a microphone onto our computer or whatnot. But thank you. In the meantime, we will plan on having you part of our installation still nonetheless. Okay? Thank you very much, Joanne. Shabbat shalom to you. We continue with the words of our Kiddush, an opportunity to thank God for the joy that is part of our lives. Yes, indeed, there are days when we may have to look hard for that joy. But Rabbi Moses ben Nachman teaches us that that joy is there every single day. And yes, let us look hard for it as we still continue to face much chaos with regards to this pandemic and the aftermath of some of the violence that has filled our streets. Let us find ways to amplify our joy during the Shabbat so that we can return to the world at the end of Shabbat with renewed spirit, renewed strength, and renewed focus. Grateful to God for all of the joys that we are able to share. We share in the words of our Kiddush.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafel. Amen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, Shalom, the Shalom.
What is prayer? It is the wind passing through the trees and the sun glittering in the water. It is the snow melting its way down the mountain and rain drumming on the roof. It is a child bringing you the flower of summer and the song of birds high in the clouds. It is the first step of a newborn or the tears of that child's first hurt. It is the old one sitting in the sun, or the song of the harvest in the fields. It is the laughter of happiness, or the weeping of desolation. It is the outstretched hand of your mother or father, and the shared dreams and hopes. It is the beauty of creation and the awareness of the Creator. It is the hope and despair, dreams and acceptance, smiles and tears, song and music. What is prayer? All of your creation, God. And so we continue with our Baruch Hu, our call to worship. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Asher bidvaro ma'ariv aravim, b'chochma poteach she'arim. Uvitvona meshanei itim umachalif et hazmanim, umsader et hakochavim, b'mishmerotehem barakia kirtzono. Borei yom v'layla, golel or mipnei choshech, v'choshech mipnei or. Uma'avir yom umevi layla, umavdil ben yom uvein layla. Adonai Tzavaot Shemo. El Chai V'Kayam. Tamid Yimlo Chalenu Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai Hama'ariv Aravim. We do not choose to be born. We do not choose our parents. We do not choose our historical epoch, the country of our birth, or the immediate circumstances of our upbringing. We do not, most of us, choose to die, nor do we choose the time or conditions of our death. But within all this realm of choicelessness, we do choose how we live, generously or in cowardice, honorably or dishonorably, with purpose or in drift. We decide what is important and what is trivial in life. We decide that what makes us significant is either what we do or what we refuse to do. But no matter how indifferent the universe might be to our choices and our decisions, these choices and decisions are ours to make. We decide. We choose. And as we decide and as we choose, so are our lives formed. In the end, forming our own destiny is what ambition is all about.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kavod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed. Baruch Shem Kavod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha bechol levavcha uvechol nafshecha uvechol meodecha vehayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi metzavecha hayom al levavecha veshinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam b'shivtecha b'veitecha uvlechtecha v'derech uvshochbecha uvkumecha ukshartam leot al yadecha v'hayu letotafot beineinecha uchtavtam al mezuzot beitecha uvisharecha leman tizkeru vasitem et kol mitzvotai vitem kedoshim lelohechem ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim lihyot lachem lelohim ani Adonai Elohechem.
My brother and I were at Sinai. He kept a journal of what he saw and of what he heard, of what it meant to him. I wish I had such a record of what happened to me there. It seems that every time I want to write, I can't. I'm always holding a baby, one of my own or one for a friend. Always holding a baby so my hands are never free to write things down. And then as time passes, the particulars, the hard data, the who, what, when, where, why, slip away from me. And all I'm left with is the feeling. But feelings are just sounds, the vowel barking of a mute. My brother is so sure of what he heard. After all, he's got a record of it, consonant after consonant after consonant. If we remembered it together, we could recreate holy time, sparks flying. Go deep inside yourself. Find that treasure that is known by your name. Look at this treasure. Look at the resources that are universal. You have them all. You can see, think, hear, feel, taste, smell, choose, move, sort. To sort. The ability to let go of that which once fit, but no longer does. And see clearly what fits now. Now, say to yourself, I am able. I can do this. I have the energy through my groundedness, my relationship to the heavens, and my interconnectedness with others. I am able.
The Shamru, v'nei Yisrael, et ha-Shabbat, la'asot, et ha-Shabbat, ledorotam berit olam. The Shamru, v'nei Yisrael, et ha-Shabbat, la'asot, et ha-Shabbat, ledorotam berit olam. Beni uvein b'nei Yisrael, oti le'olam. Beni uvein b'nei Yisrael, oti le'olam. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael, et ha-Shabbat, la'asot, et ha-Shabbat, ledorotam berit olam. Ki she'et yamim asa Adonai, et ha-shamayim v'et haaretz. V'shamru v'nei Yisrael, et ha-Shabbat, la'asot, et ha-Shabbat, ledorotam berit olam. Uvayom hashvi'i, Shabbat v'inafash. Uvayom hashvi'i, Shabbat v'inafash. V'shamru v'nei Yisrael, et ha-Shabbat, la'asot, et ha-Shabbat, ledorotam berit olam.
Standing here in Abraham's desert, affirming one God, moving in the old spaces, warmed by our ancestors' embrace. Standing here in Sarah's tent, laughing, new life, moving in the old spaces, renewed by our ancestors' hope. Standing here in my place, listening to our voices, yearning, moving in my own spaces, translating the silence. We continue with the words of our tefillah.
Adonai sefatai tiftach, ufi agir tehilatem. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu ve'imotenu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak v'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel v'Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanora El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim V'Konei Hakol V'Zocher Chasdei Avot Ve'imahot Umevi Geula Livnei V'Nehem Lema'an Shemo Be'Yahava Melech Ozer U'Moshia U'Magen Baruch atah Adonai Magen Avraham ve'ezrat Sarah Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai Mechaye HaKol atah Rav leHoshia Morid HaTal Mechalkel Chaim Bechesed Mechaye HaKol Berachamim Rabim Somech Noflim Verofei Cholim Umatir Asurim Umekayem emunato lishenei afar michamocha ba'al gevurot umido melech melech memid umechayeh umatzmiach Yeshua v'ne'emanat al hachayot hakol Baruch atah Adonai mechayeh hakol Ata kadosh v'shimcha kadosh ukedoshim bechol yom yehallelu chasela Baruch atah Adonai ha'el hakadosh.
Hold on to your hand when you are about to do an unkind act. Hold on to your tongue when you are just ready to speak harshly. Hold on to your heart when evil persons invite you to join their ranks. Hold on to your temper when you are excited or angry, or others are angry with you. Hold on to the truth, for it will serve you well and do you good throughout eternity. Hold on to your virtue. It is above all price to you in all times and in all places. Hold on to your character, for it is and ever will be your best wealth.
Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha tasim leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha tasim leolam. Ki ata
Peace is the ancient and ageless hope of our people. We understand that the whole Torah exists only to establish peace. And indeed, the highest obligation that we are held to is to make peace when there is strife. We've never really known of time of such peace. And yet we continue to hold out hope for ourselves as individuals, for our state, for our country, for all the nations, and for the human family. We continue to hold out hope that this message will, like this pandemic, be contagious and spread to all human beings. We can have peace in this world right now if we would but learn to control our egos, our greed, and our passions. May we find strength during the Shabbat to do exactly that. May we find ways to build peace. Peace within ourselves, because that's the only way we are going to bring peace to the world. If we hate another in our hearts, if we are angry, if we are agitated with someone else, and we are not able to resolve that, then how can we expect the world to do the same? Let us find ways to make peace in our hearts this Shabbat. As we pray for peace for this world and for all of its inhabitants, so too do we want to include those whose peace, whose shalom, whose sense of well-being has been shattered by the challenges that they are facing. Challenges to their health, to their bodies, to their minds, to their sense of well-being. I begin with a prayer for our caregivers. Mishaberach avotenu v'imotenu. May the one who blessed our ancestors bless all those who put themselves at risk to care for the sick. Our physicians and nurses, our orderlies, patient transporters, hospital cleaning staff, security guards, technicians, home health aides, EMTs, and pharmacists, all who navigate the unfolding dangers of the world each day to tend to those that they have sworn to help. May they be blessed in their coming home and blessed in their going out. May the sacred work of their hands be blessed, and may they bring strength and healing to those that they serve. We include those members of our congregation, their family and their friends who are facing challenges to their health and their well-being. May the knowledge of your presence help ease their fear, sustain them, and give them strength. May the time come soon when they and when all of us can breathe without fear. Baruch atah Adonai Rofei HaCholim. We praise you, O God, who helps us bring hope and healing to those who are in need. And let us say, Amen. I invite you to share aloud the name of a loved one who is in need of this blessing during the musical interlude between the paragraphs of our Misha Berach prayer.
Le'imo bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say,
Beautiful cantor. Thank you so very much for all of your beautiful music you bring to our congregation. Dr. Irwin, thank you as well. I understand, Phil, before we get to our sisterhood installation, we have an opportunity for a video of Temple Beth Or's Sisterhood's Golden Girls. Is that correct, sir?
That is true, and we're going to take it now.
All right. It is all yours.
Celebrated their 80th birthdays before joining Sisterhood. I'm very pleased to include them in this year's recognition. In alphabetical order, we recognize Joan Goodman, Betty Maddock, Marlene Mincher, Phyllis Nathanson, Elaine Sacker, Sylvia Schmidt, and Penina Shahor. Make new friends, but keep the old. One is silver, the other is gold. Stay golden, girls. Bye. Good evening. I'm Susan Carey, Vice President of Membership.
You're back.
Susan, thank you so very much for that wonderful presentation, an opportunity to acknowledge the members of our Golden Girls, Joan Goodman, Betty Maddock, Penina Shahor, Sylvia Schmidt, Phyllis Nathanson, Joan Goodman, and Marlene Minchner, whose pictures you see there on your screen. So hopefully, if all works well, and if not, I've got some audio backup for us just in case. Hopefully, if all works well, we will be able to hear some remarks from our Sisterhood President, Joanne Kotkin. Joanne, good, glad to have you there. I'm going to spotlight your video now.
Off your mic.
And yes, and I will mute my mic. Joanne, welcome to our congregation, our service. All right, Joanne, go ahead.
Hello and thank you. I can't believe that it was a year ago that I was installed as Sisterhood President. I wish we could be in Temple for this year's installation ceremony, but since we cannot, I am so thankful that we have Rabbi Mark, Cantor Ariel, Ray Irwin, Bill Carey, and David Youngman to make this installation ceremony even possible. This year, we started with a beautiful paid-up membership tea, followed by some fun, informative general meetings, and one of our best events yet, scarf making. Each scarf was unique and beautiful, just like our Sisterhood members. Many of us wore our scarves at our fantastic Sisterhood Shabbat service around the world. Not long after this Shabbat service, coronavirus came to be. Even after we had to stay at home, Sisterhood came together and continued on having our virtual general meetings and our election of the board that is being installed tonight. I am so honored to be part of such a wonderful group that was formed over 60 years ago. And I would like to take this opportunity to raise your awareness of some of the things Sisterhood has done over these years. Every time you have a hot dish made in the oven in the temple kitchen, drink a cold drink from the temple refrigerator, when your child comes home with a Shabbat backpack, when you purchase an item from the Temple Judaica shop, eat a yummy hamantash at temple, that and so much more was made possible because of Sisterhood. When we come back to temple and you walk into our beautiful new social hall, remember that Sisterhood was a major contributor, donating over $30,000. This was quite the year, and I am so thankful that I had such a wonderful Sisterhood Board to work with. They are such a hard-working group of women dedicated to helping sisterhood. Many thanks to Leslie Berger, Executive VP, Alyssa Hess, VP of Religion, Susan Carey, VP of Membership, Donna Hess, Treasurer, Ellie Ursus, Financial Secretary, Diana Brown, Corresponding Secretary, Karen Sane, Recording Secretary, Debbie Greenbaum, Marketing and Publicity, Chrissy Horowitz, Youth and Education, and SHIR Kritchmar, Immediate Past President, for their help, support, and patience. Thank you also to SHIR for helping with tonight's installation, and to Susan Carey for the slides of our board members. Thank you.
Joanne? Yeah, there you are. Thank you. Thank you very much. To all of our current board members of our sisterhood. You know, our Torah doesn't have a whole lot to say about those who are leaving their position. Our Torah spends a lot of time with the inauguration of Aaron and his sons as priest, with Moses transferring leadership to Joshua. And so our Torah deals more with those who are accepting the mantle of leadership. That does not mean that those who have served during the past year should be ignored. Absolutely not. Indeed, you have faced many challenges this past year, many more than if we look back to last summer when you were installed, that we ever thought you would have to face. I mean, who knew we'd be facing a pandemic? And in so many ways, our sisterhood and you, members of the Sisterhood Board, for this past year, 2019 and 2020, you have risen to that challenge. You have found ways to meet. You have found ways to continue serving your congregation. And we are truly, truly grateful for all that you have done. So for some of you, it may only be a matter of minutes. For others, it may be a little bit longer. But I hereby discharge you of your duties as Sisterhood Board members. There are no more meetings for you as of this moment. There are no more committees you need to attend. There's no more minutes that need to be taken. No more checks that need to be written, balanced, nothing. You are now hereby declared free of your sisterhood obligations. With gratitude from Temple Beth or your congregation, we are grateful to all that you have done for our sisterhood in enabling our congregation to be an even better congregation. And I, as your rabbi, thank you personally for all of your hard work, your efforts, and your endeavors, those endless hours, those meetings, those nights. Thank you. Thank you. It paid off very well. You've done a fabulous job this year. Sit back, relax, toast yourselves on a job well done. Thank you very much. And now, I would like to introduce and invite up virtually members of the 2020 to 2021 board. They include our president, Joanne Kotkin, Executive Vice President Leslie Berger, Vice President of Religion, Peggy Horwitz, Vice President of Membership, Flo Bornstein, Treasurer Donna Berglis-Hess, Financial Secretary Mila Tsirin, Secretary Rita Rubin, and Immediate Past President SHIR Kritchmar. And I again turn it back to our Sisterhood President, both outgoing and now incoming President, Joanne Kotkin. Now we're ready.
Okay, hello again, and thank you to those board members continuing on, to those returning to the board, and to those who it is their first time serving on the Sisterhood Board. We will be meeting soon to discuss and plan what I hope to be a fun and informational sisterhood year. Our sisterhood is made up of intelligent, beautiful women. We have artists, poets, musicians, business owners, teachers, grandmothers, mothers, daughters, and more. I encourage you, if you are not a part of our sisterhood, to come to a meeting and get to know us. Thank you. Shabbat Shalom.
You're welcome, Joanne. To our incoming board members, some of you continuing on, some new faces as well. When Moses passes on the mantle of leadership to Joshua, he says, Chazak ve'imetz libecha, be strong and be of good courage. We know leadership is a hard task. We know it's very hard. There are unseen challenges on the road ahead. It would be wonderful if we, like Moses in this week's Torah portion, would be able to send scouts ahead to tell us what's coming down the pike next month, 6 months from now, 9 months from now. We don't have that ability to send scouts into the future. Instead, what we do have is strength, courage, and wisdom from our past experience. It's important for you as the board of Sisterhood to work together. We do not know the challenges in the year ahead, and this past year has shown us that there will be totally unexpected challenges. The way we got through those challenges in the past was by working together. Working together as a team, working together to explore, working together to find solutions. That is the key. Chazak ve'imetz libecha, be strong and be of good courage. You have each other to consult with. Now that everybody is doing things on the internet, you have a wealth of resources available to you, not only from the WRJ, but from congregations across this nation and across the world. Communicate with them, check with them, find out what they are doing, find new ways for us to serve our congregants even better. Chazak ve'imetz libecha. Be strong and be of good courage. Many tools and resources are available to you. Take advantage of all of them. That way you will truly be the board of the future of not only Sisterhood, but of Temple Beth Or. And so with that, consider yourselves duly installed as the 2020-2021 board of the Temple Beth Or of Sisterhood. And as we celebrate this occasion on this Shabbat, we share our prayer of gratitude, our Shehechianu blessing, hoping and praising God for giving us life, for sustaining us, for enabling us to reach this moment, and likewise, giving the same to you, life, courage, and hope for the future.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehechianu vekimanu vehigianu lazman hazeh. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu
My sincere mazel tov congratulations to the 2020-2021 board of our Temple Beth Or Sisterhood. Off we go to a new and exciting year with new norms, with new standards, with new challenges, but certainly with new opportunities for us all. Chazak ve'imetz libecha. Be strong and of good courage. We're all in this together. With that, we move to the conclusion of our worship service. I introduce our Aleinu with the following words. It is up to us. It is up to us to hallow creation, to respond to life with the fullness of our lives. It is up to us to meet the world, to embrace the whole, even as we wrestle with its parts. It is up to us to repair the world and to bind our lives to truth. So we bend the knee and shake off the stiffness that keeps us from the supple graces of life and the supple gestures of love. With reverence and with thanksgiving, we accept our destiny and set for ourselves the task of redemption.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, l'atid gerula liotzer breshit, shelo asanu kigoyei ha'aratzot, velo zamanu kemishpechot ha'adama, shelo samchakenu kahem, vegor aleinu kachol hamonam, v'anachnu korim umishtachavim umodim lifnei melech malchei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu. V'ne'emar v'haya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz bayom hahu yihyeh Adonai echad u'shemo echad u'shemo echad u'shemo echad.
Our thoughts now turn to those who have departed this earth, those who live on in our hearts, our memories, and in the place we call Olam Haba, the world to come. We call to mind those for whom we are observing the Shiva and Shloshim period. Victoria Torres, the mother of Maria Fishman, Miriam Spanner, the aunt of Harry Jacobs, and Benjamin Lustig, the nephew of James Greenspan. And our hearts go out to you in the immediacy of your loss. To those names, we link the names of those whose yahrzeits have occurred during this past week. Harry Chudnoff, Madeline Moss, Jean Crane, Richard Arlene, Florence Singer Grant, Lillian Catherine Loomis, Jerry Kritchmar, Eleanor Amstatter, Don W. Fagan, Lucy Hanan, Brian Klein, Mary Gurwitch, Joan Roman, Renee Scharf, Golda Schwartz, Minnie Klavensky, Harry Klein, Joan Davis Matthews, Leo Lofchi, Esther Adelson, Deborah Lynn Perlmutter, Suzanne M. Cohn, Colonel William Simons, Henry Winkeller, Teresa Almada, Sam Lefton, Saul Silverberg, Paul Schwartz, Herbert Miller, Richard Scott Balaban, and Lawrence Ivan Ganson. To those names, we link the names of those for whom we are observing the Kaddish period: Howard Brookfield, Eric Lertzman, Sandra Lertzman, Michael Lertzman, Paula Marcus, Don Kessler, Catherine O. Salisbury, George Sachs, Adrian Henschel, Murray Gimble, Margaret Hershkowitz, Dr. Gerhard Paskus, Jerry Robinson, Lillian Meisler DeLandis, Rebecca Lomelli, Dwayne Craven, Edith Wins, Cynthia Algra, Gloria Delatorre Wyckoff, Agnes Fuchs, Edward Weil, Nat Crotinger, David Post, Adam Marcus, Wilma Davis, Walda Mantell, Tyler Jason Gordon, Celia Atun, and Rose Hemleben. If there's a loved one whom you are remembering, I invite you to share that name at this time. To those that we have named aloud, and to those that we keep named in the quiet places of our hearts and memories, we link as well the names and memories of the men and women of our armed forces who have given their lives for our liberties and our freedoms, those who have given their lives for our safety here at home, the members of our police, our firefighters, our first responders, and the members of the Israeli Defense Forces who have given their lives for the hope of peace. Zichronam levracha. May their memories be a blessing as we share together the words of our Kaddish. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah, be'alma divrach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chaye dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agala uvizman kari v'imru, amen. Yehei shemei rabbah mevarach, le'olam ulalmei almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach, v'yitba'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal, shemei dekudesha b'richu, le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechamata, da'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shmaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. May all of us who mourn and all of us who are bereaved, may we find through God's presence a source of courage, a source of strength, a source of hope, but above all a source of shalom, of peace. Let us all say, amen. In honor of the installation of our new Sisterhood Board, we conclude this evening with the singing of a song that has become the anthem of the women of Reformed Judaism. With our cantor's help, we acknowledge the leadership, we acknowledge the influence, we acknowledge the power, and most importantly, the gentle love of the women of our families, of our communities, of our congregation with these words.
Mothers love and mothers hold, mothers shape the world we know. Mama, Ima mama. Mothers worry, mothers feel, mothers know too well what's real. Mama, Ima mama. And these are the things our mothers teach.
To our Sisterhood Board, again, Mazel Tov, congratulations to those of you who have joined us from near and from far, from Temple Beth Or in La Mirada. We say to you, Shabbat Shalom. Have a very healthy, peaceful, and safe Shabbat. Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.